the Executive Director of, oh, maybe I started too soon. It's me, it's Mindy, it's Wednesday. Um, it's time for Wellness Wednesday. And what shall we talk about, right? No, I do think about it a little bit and always look to see what might be of interest and what's running around in your head and in my head. This morning when I was walking, which I didn't want to do, I woke up and I know I'm going to feel good if I get up and go for a walk, but my head was a little bit fuzzy and it was nice. It certainly wasn't cold, so I have that advantage. It was a perfect day to do it, but I needed that extra boost to do it and talking myself through it. And so luckily I started my day thinking about that. I had a nice little morning texting with a friend of mine and it helped to get me started and to rethink about my day. And I just wanted to remind us all that it's been a long year and we need to stop and take time for our own mental health and think about what you're doing for you. And mental health is something many of us do well and many of us don't. We don't think about it. We don't want to think about it. What exactly is it? I think, it's really just, it's important to stop and take that aspect of yourself, right? To take care of you. It is about you. It's your emotional side, your psychological, and your social well-being. It's how we think, feel, and act as we cope with life. And I think all of us could say that this last year has probably done a little bit of a change to our mental health. When we look at the key components of mental health, are we able to have had all those in the past year, right? We're looking at stress relief. It's probably been pretty stressful, and right now it's really stressful. Are you safe going out? Do you need a mask? Do you want the vaccine? Can you talk about getting the vaccine because other people don't want it? Everybody has their different opinions. Is it stressful being at home too much? How are we eating, right? Are we eating better because we're home and maybe we're spending more time and that's an outlet for us? It's not mine. I don't enjoy cooking, but I enjoy eating a nice healthy meal. Are we sleeping well? If we're stressed and we're not eating well, we might not be sleeping well. Are we having that connection, that physical activity, but even just connecting with people? I think the past year has shown a lot of us ways we can connect and new ways, but are we forgetting some of the old ways? I was listening to a podcast this morning and talking about sometimes it's just nice to just pick up the phone and talk. I know sometimes I'll have a meeting with someone and we're like, do we need it to be a Zoom meeting? Can we just have a conversation with one another? That's valuable, right? Physical activity. Like I said, I definitely was not feeling it this morning, but I went for my walk and saw the bunny hopping across the street and lots of birds. I saw the road runner. It was a little bit post sunrise, so I didn't get to see that today, but it definitely made a change in my attitude and made me feel a little bit better. Being kind. What is something that you can do to be kind to someone else? Is it just sending a note that says, I'm thinking of you? Is it checking in on someone? Is it saying hi? And spirituality. Again, different for everyone. It doesn't mean going to church, although that might be what it works for you. It might be talking to someone. It might be meditating. Whatever your spiritual aspect is, it's doing what you need to do for you, right? So those are your 7 key components of mental health. And it's important to kind of just take care of those, right? Positive mental health really allows you to realize your full potential, to cope with the stress of life, which, let's be real, last year has been stressful for whatever reason for many of us. There's a lot happening, and it's been a lot of change and a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of positive, a lot of negative. But if you have some good, positive mental health, then hopefully you're able to cope with those a little bit better. You can work productively and make meaningful contributions to the community. So I just encourage you all to stop and take time for your mental health, to do something that's good for you, because if you're in a positive mental health state, then that's going to reflect on others and then you're going to be able to support them. So find what works for you. If it's going out and taking a walk, if it's giving a phone call or a text to a friend, if it's exercising, if it's eating better, if it's just being kind, and maybe it's just a smile, right? That tends to make us feel better here and there. So take care of yourself. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for stopping by.